All right, what's up? So I have no idea how your lessons are going. Did you find the videos helpful for 10.1 and 10.2? I haven't had any questions. Um, I'll probably post the answers to the 10.1 homework. And then I guess just email me if you want me to go over any of them. And then I'll make little videos over whatever problems you have questions on, if that would be helpful. But just, feel free to email me if you're like, I can't do this, I'm freaking out, this is too hard, or I don't, obviously I can't see your face. I don't know how things are going. So I hope things are going okay, but just, I can't read your mind. So just feel free to send email if you're struggling or you want help or whatever the case may be. Just got a short little lesson here on the basics of volume. And then so we'll go from there. So let's take a look at our note sheet. Okay, so anytime you remember you see the word postulate in geometry, that just means these are the basics. So what are the basics of volume? Well, the first one there, uniqueness. That means that every three-dimensional figure has a unique volume, meaning that it can't have two different volumes. So for example, if I were to find the volume of this cube here, it would only have one answer. It can't have four different volumes. It only has one volume. It's unique. So that's the first one. B, the box volume formula. To find the volume of a box, you take the length times the width times the height. You probably knew that. Congruence property means if two figures are congruent, they have equal volumes. Now, is the converse true? So first of all, what's the converse? If they have equal volumes, so if two figures, right, not using the pronoun, if two figures have equal volumes, then they are congruent. Is that true? Hopefully you're thinking to yourself, no, because that would mean that a square and a circle can't have the same volume. Sorry, not a square and a circle. Cube and a sphere. And obviously a cube and a sphere could have the same volume. So, or a cube and a box, two shapes that are obviously not congruent. All right, the additive property just means if you split a figure into multiple mutually exclusive parts, the parts have to add up to the volume. The volume of the parts has to add up to the volume of the whole figure. So if you were to take, an orange that's kind of in the shape of a sphere, right? And you were to cut it into slices, and you took the volume of every slice and added it up, you would get the volume of the orange. That's what that means. The cube volume formula is S cubed, because in a cube the sides are all the same. So to find the volume of a cube, you just cube one side. And then the cube root, so you can do this on your calculator. So we write a cube root like a square root, except we put a 3 right there. And so the cube root is designed, if you knew the volume of a cube, then the cube root would tell you what the side length of the cube. That's what the cube root is, given the volume. So if I told you the volume of a cube was 125 cubic inches. I said, what is the side length of that cube? If you take the cube root of 125, you get 5. So this means 5 times 5 times 5, or 5 cubed equals 125. So on your calculator, you can do this in 2 ways. One, there's actually a cube root button. So you go to, let me turn my calculator, gonna turn the calculator on, right? So math, down here, that's the cube, and there's cube root. So we can type in our 125 and boom, 5. Another way to do it is to take it to the 1/3 power. So 125, caret button, parentheses, 1/3, and that will also give us the cube root. So whatever way suits your fancy. Those are 2 ways to find the cube root. Okay, so the homework due is right here on the basics of volume. Again, shoot me an email if you have questions on the homework or on surface area. Let me know how's it going. If there's any problems you need me to cover, again, I'll try to post the answers to 10-1 sometime soon so you can check your work, and we'll go from there. Hope you're doing well. Hope you miss geometry class like I miss you and geometry class.